Questions you have after? I know you're coming to the lessons, mashallah, so you're good. You're watching the videos and the fiqh and all that.
Oh yeah.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
I mean, really beneficial.
Alhamdulillah.
That's why, like, it's not that I don't got questions.
Yeah, they all get answered.
I might not know how to ask the question.
Alhamdulillah.
So I just kind of just look at the videos and.
I think it's important just to stick with it, Watch the lessons on the Majd Ribat channel and just keep going through each one. And inshallah, all those questions will get answered. If you have anything else, hit us,
Yeah. A long time ago, I had an elder. He told me, he's like, every time you ask her a question, you get an answer. But every time you get that answer, there's like 10 more questions coming. So
Alhamdulillah.
Like, I was like, all right.
One thing I love about Islam is that Islam is so deep, right? There is so much to learn that you can never be bored of it. When I used to do Bible studies, I went through the whole Bible. I mean, in different times, not in one sitting, with different preachers from the beginning to end, right? I mean, I'm not saying I memorized it or nobody that I know has memorized it, but we learned through it and it was kind of done. Like the rest was just like, I feel spiritual, sing, dance, like that was it. Like there was no ahkam, there was no mustalah al-hadith, there was no fiqh, there was no, you were like, yeah, But when Islam is so beautiful because there's always more to learn. You learn Quran, there is tafsir. You learn tafsir, there is hadith. You learn hadith, there is fiqh. You learn fiqh, there is nahu, there is balagha, there is sarf, there is tazkiyah. There is mustalah al-hadith, there is ulum al-hadith and shuru'. I have a library, alhamdulillah, a full room full, and that's not even the beginning of the knowledge of Islam. So you're always going to grow from cradle to grave, and that's beautiful. As long as you are making progress. Wa alaikum. As long as you're making progress, and as long as you're moving in the right direction, that's all that matters.
Yeah, I just take baby steps.
Baby steps it is, man.
Just I've seen in the videos, take baby steps.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
So brother, these are the same translation, but just a different print.
Oh, okay.
So whichever one you like for you, and then for your people, whoever you want to get.
Yeah, I gave the other one to my dad.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah.
He was the first person I told, hey dad, guess what? I accepted Islam.
Alhamdulillah.
He was actually happy.
See? Told you, man.
Really, we had a long conversation. We had the same thinking,
MashaAllah.
Separated from the Catholic Church or from any religion.
Alhamdulillah. See, remember?
He just kind of stuck to himself.
Remember the first time we were talking and we're talking about family, and I told you Allah will make you the means for them, inshallah. You keep with it, you will see a lot of people in your family, cousins, aunts, uncles, they will have gone through the same spiritual struggle as you're going through.
Yeah. And I haven't seen my dad in years.
Subhanallah.
Years. Me and my dad. If there was one person I needed to ask for forgiveness, it was my father.
Subhanallah. And Islam became the means of you guys connecting back. Alhamdulillah.
Because I abandoned my dad.
Yeah.
I just completely had nothing to do with him.
How old were you when you?
Man, I was probably like 10.
When you were 10? Wow.
And even over here, he came back for a couple of years and we'll see each other in the street and
just keep on walking, huh?
Like that's how bad it was.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah. This is one of the aspects of Islam, is the silah rahmiyya, to always keep the bonds of kinship, Always keep up, but even if they're not good towards you, you got to keep a good, at least an open door,
Yeah, I still got troubles with my mom.
Yeah. It's all right. It'll work out, inshallah. Talk to her about Islam slowly, show her a good change in your life, and you'll see that. We see this all the time. People become Muslim and they got all kinds of family issues, and when they become better, those people that even hated them becoming Muslim end up becoming Muslim, or at least opening up to the idea, at least having that conversation, because they see that positive change in you. Alhamdulillah.
It's a new Muslim guide. They don't make them in Spanish.
Your English is good, man. You're good.
I mean, like with my dyslexia, I read things.
It's all right.
3 times.
So the way to do it is use this as like your guide, but you have the videos so you can listen. A lot of people like myself, I learn better through listening and reading than just reading. Even though now I read a lot. Before, back in the days, I didn't read it. Before Islamic reading, I didn't like to read at all. And I even started to do a book report, I'd watch the movie instead. But alhamdulillah, once I got into Islamic reading, I got over a lot of the things that I used to struggle with, and I just loved reading, you know. But even now, like when I read, and if I can listen to a scholar, and that's why like a lot of the scholars I study with, I used to record their durus. One of the very great scholars, Sheikh Kalamullah Rahmati, just passed away. I have his whole explanation of Bukhari recorded, you know. So what I do now is like, even if I have my own notes, I'll listen to it and then I'll still be taking notes, you know. And then I'll pause it, take my notes, read, play. So you put it together, inshallah. Just be steadfast.
That's, you know? I got here late because I had it was like probably like 6 kids that went on my house. They always go on my house. They're like
6 what?
6, like the youngsters from the neighborhood.
Mashallah, nice.
You know, they went to my house and they're all from special ed class.
Okay.
So they always go see me and they talk to me.
Nice, man. You gotta give them da'wah, man. Inshallah, be that role model for them.
And I tell them, hey, do your best, try your hardest.
Nice.
Don't give up.
That's important, man. Yeah, especially for the youth. You know, you see a lot of distractions, a lot of ways to go wrong. You know, so if you become that guide of guiding them towards the right path, towards the path of Islam, then Allah will make you the means of, you know, maybe generations. You know, you never know.
Especially now that they're locked up in the house.
Yeah. It's a strange time right now with this COVID stuff, you know, because in a way, things are a lot worse because social interaction, everything is down. But in a way, a lot of people are also getting a break. You know, you're getting a break from just being on the run. And a lot of people are starting to like watch videos and learn because they have that time to sit instead of wasting it on Netflix and all that kind of crap. People are watching beneficial things. And alhamdulillah, learning more too. So, you know, that's how life is. You know, it's always that half full, half empty thing, right? You always got to take the best of what's given to you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always has a reason for what happens. You know, sometimes like you want something at a certain point in your life, but it's not good for you at that time. You're not ready for it, you know. So maybe Allah doesn't give it to you at that time. He gives it to you when you're ready for it. Maybe sometimes never good for it. You always got to believe in the hikmah of Allah and the wisdom of Allah, you know. And that's why a lot of people, they meet somebody, it's not by accident, you know. People are like, oh, I just met him by accident. Nothing is by accident, you know. Everything is meant to be. You know, it's how you benefit from it. Look, how many people come to the table? A lot of people, like, you convince them, you watch the video, you'll convince them, like you see that sun out in a clear sky, that's how clearly you show them the truth. But they don't have that want to follow the right guidance. So Allah doesn't guide them.
Once you hear the truth, it's just kind of hard.
Yeah.
Like,
but see, this is...
Yesterday when I came over, I was speaking, I guess, to the scientist guys or whatever.
Yeah. Scientologists.
I just started talking to them, you know, same questions, you know.
Yeah.
God, it says, you know, one creator.